Thanks, Stephen. How's everybody doing tonight? Woo. Good, awesome. So how many are on Nextdoor? Nextdoor, it's a website for your neighbors, right? Your neighbors get on there. It's supposed to be for things like, hey, I need a painter. Anybody have any suggestions? Or, hey, they're shutting the road down. They're doing some maintenance, for stuff like that. But some people post some of the weirdest shit on that site. The other day, someone in our neighborhood posted, for those of you concerned about the white domesticated rabbit, it was released into the wild last year. Here's an update. Last night, it was attacked by coyotes and eaten. Thanks for that update, neighbor. I guess they can take down the bunny cam now. That poor rabbit never stood a chance. He's out there playing with his new friends, the squirrels. The squirrels look up and see a coyote. They scatter. The rabbit looks up and, hey, look, a dog. I grew up with a dog. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Okay, that was a little aggressive. You're going to get the crate. I know you hate the crate. If you're going to release a wild rabbit or a domesticated rabbit into the wild, at least do it the courtesy of preparing him first. Sit him down and get him to watch some old Warner Brothers cartoons. You see that? If that scrawny little bird can outsmart a coyote, so can you. Pay attention, it's not that hard. One of my hobbies is I like playing, I play an instrument, play clarinet, play saxophone. Woo. Any other musicians?
Yeah!
All right, awesome. Talk to me afterwards. I got a possible gig for you. So anyway, one of the bands I play sax in is the Second Time Arounders Marching Band. Happens to be the largest adult marching band in the country. It's located locally over in St. Petersburg. Anyway, recently we finished up our spring season, and we marched in the Pasco County Chasco Fiesta Parade. Anybody been to that parade? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you would have seen us if you'd been there. So anyway, it was a cool day actually. In our formation that day, we were right behind the mayor's car. And I don't know if you follow the news, but Pasco County has had a few mayoral challenges, right? Yeah, the mayor of Port Richey was arrested for taking shots at a sheriff's deputy. But there he was that day, right there in the car in front of us. It was cool. He was up there waving to the crowd, throwing beads. It was cool. I guess they had to use him because Port Richey was having a bit of a mayor shortage. Yeah, the second guy that they had to replace him also got arrested. So they're out of mayors. I think city council's like, you think maybe we should do some background checks? I don't know. Another one of my hobbies is I like fixing cars. I do engine work, also do body work, and I've been working for a number of years on a 1967 convertible Mustang. And it's blue and it looks nice. And I learned something about that car recently. If you take a nice looking 1967 blue Mustang to a gas station at a very busy time in a neighborhood that's mostly retired people, it's the same as taking a black Labrador puppy with a red neckerchief around its neck to the park. But instead of attracting a bunch of young women, you attract a bunch of old guys. And they all start with the same question. What year is that? Well, that's a 1967, like it says on the license plate that you're looking at. And I continue with the same story. Yeah, I had a 66. Love that car. Wish I still had it. And before you know it, this whole group of old guys are like hovering over my car. And they're looking at it like they want to have sex with it. They're like, guys, that's my car. I'm the only one who gets to have sex with it. Yeah? Well, it's got dual exhaust. All right, well, you make a good point. Go ahead, knock yourself out. Should I start it first, or? Anyway, my wife and I recently got back from Europe. We had a nice trip, and on the flight back, one of the flights, I got to sit next to that guy. And I think we all have sat once in a while next to that guy. You know who I'm talking about. He gets on a plane late, takes the center seat, takes the whole space, and then some, and takes up both armrests. Yep, you know the guy. So anyway, I don't know about you, but when I'm in that situation, I have an inner response and I have an outer response. And my inner response goes something like this. Hey, buddy, do you mind? The airline was kind enough to give us this armrest to share. Half of it's yours, but half of it's mine. It's got a property line, runs right down the middle. So get your shit off my property. If I find your shit on my property again, I'm going to hog tie you, and you're going to spend the rest of this flight kissing your own ass. Arrogant prick. That's my inner response, right? Maybe you felt the same way, I don't know. My outer response goes something like this. One of these days I'm going to mix up, right? That's the outer response. One of these days I'm going to get them mixed up. And that guy's going to get my inner response. And you know what? The rest of the passengers will be cheering me on. Yeah, hog tie him. Make him kiss his ass again. Make him kiss my ass. The flight attendant's going to be handing me zip ties and duct tape. Yeah, tape him up a little bit better so he can't get free. Yeah, put a piece over his mouth. And when you're done with him, we got another one back in 21E. Thank you. My name is Brett Hustleball.